A lot of sugar, like half the cup filled? I don't know.
So you're making coffee for Ilya?
Yes.
How does Ilya like his coffee?
No milk, but a lot of sugar.
Ah, gotcha.
And
that's his coffee.
Yeah.
It's Ilya's coffee maker and his coffee.
And a lot of sugar, so we'll figure that out.
I imagine it gets his morning started.
It'd be nice if I actually, drank coffee myself so I could have an idea of how much, but I don't.
Yeah, I remember when I was, actually his assistant and working in the office. He wanted some coffee and he didn't have this set up when I was here, and I felt so bad.
Well, this is...
It's like I gotta get this guy some coffee.
I'm gonna go with 3 spoons. And I suppose that's
3 teaspoons?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3 big spoons, because he likes a lot of sugar. And it goes with the brown sugar too.
Very good. Looks yummy. Ilya's coffee there.
I hope so. A teaspoon.
How do you like working for Ilya? Ilya Sockine?
It's great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and he's got a lot of insight, so learning a lot.
I bet. Yeah, I learned tons just from talking to him, just sitting in his office and talking to him.
Yeah.
He's a stream of knowledge when it comes to filmmaking and the movie business.
Yeah.
Ilya's coffee here. We're here in the assistant room of Ilya's office. It's where the assistants sit and do their stuff on the Mac computer.
Yes.
So what's your daily routine like, Leo?
What we do is first thing come in, look for emails, print them out, hand them to Ilya, and then we'll check daily news just so he has, see what's going on. We'll check IMDb Pro, see what they have, and if there's anything interesting, like Superman kicks off shooting in June, I'm gonna end up clicking on this and printing the full story for him.
All right.
We also check like Yahoo, Entertainment Yahoo here. I already handed him off this. So I printed out, the daily, this first page, and I saw a couple of things, like a couple of Harry Potter, big business, or what's going to make, what the box office is going to look like this weekend. Print that out for him.
Right.
And then, we make sure to put the date on, because when you do these, it won't say, so. And then, we have this
I remember
calendar.
doing that. Doing the calendar form every day and writing down every single phone call.
Yeah, just 2 calls, or if we're calling, if we left a message.
He wants every call logged. I know that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, but it's kind of good in the sense that we're dealing with something, and he needed to know. It's like, well, when did I mail that out to these people in Mexico? I think it was end of October when we started looking. We found it was like actually the first week in November, so we were able to give him the actual date. So
Right.
There is actually something good about that. In fact, I've been kind of doing that too myself. Now, just writing down what I've done during the day,
Right. So did you go to a film school, or?
I went to San Francisco State.
Oh, wow.
Got a bachelor in cinema. Yeah, up
Oh,
there
that's
they call
awesome.
it cinema.
Yeah. I love it when they do that, when they call it cinema.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of classier than just, film, TV production. It just has kind of a classy name to it, cinema. I like that. That's awesome. Yeah, I went to Chapman, actually. Chapman Film School. It's great. All right.
I mean, Superman Returns just, it's DC's Hulk, Ang Lee Hulk. That's what it is. It's a lot of potential, and it has some.
Yeah.
There's actually some great things. I mean, people give Hulk a bad name, but the idea of like the whole shooting it like a comic book, that was amazing.
Exactly.
I mean, there's some great things, but I think a lot of the good stuff was in the trailer. The whole shooting and shoot the eye.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, some parts of it I certainly like, but other parts you're like watching, you're going, this isn't Superman Returns. This is Superman the movie Returns. You see like
it was
he saved her from the airplane and she faints. Just like in Superman 1.
Yeah,
and
they took.
They did it differently.
I don't mind
but it's the same
doing
thing.
things that are kind of fun and showing,
Yeah.
kind of calling back to that. That's good,
Yeah.
I mean, we get, the origin story so many times anyway. That,
Yeah.
But it just seems that it seemed like it just wanted to remake that first one.
Exactly.
It wanted to remake the
It was
first
like
one
a
and the second one.
$200 million fan film tribute
Yeah.
to the original.
Yeah.
It's basically what it was. Even the music was, even the soundtrack was. I mean, they remixed it and
Yeah.
added a little modern, twist to it.
The titles were the same.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fun, but once the movie, it just seemed like it's one of those things where it had a lot going for it, and it seemed like it needed, even though it'd taken that long to get that film, the fact is that really, when it came out, it was only announced that Bryan Singer would do it in 2004, so it was only like a 2-year thing for them, that team.
Right.
And I think they needed another year just to, hey, let's rethink this,
A few more drafts. A few more script drafts.
This 2 hour, 40-minute, slow moving.
Right.
Just tribute.
Maybe if they add in the extra footage, like the Krypton footage that they took out from the beginning, that should have been in there. I actually got a chance to watch it.
Yeah.
The guy who did the DVD sets, I got a chance to watch it. So he showed them to me and in his office, and I was like, wow. I saw him and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
So too bad they took that out, because I thought it added a lot to the story,
Yeah, put that in, and
it
then
made
take
more
out,
sense of what he was going through. And
yeah, take out some stuff. You don't need. You see him once, kind of like feel wanting to be with Lois, but not. You just need to show it the one time. You don't need to have him going to the house, hanging out outside the bushes.
Yeah, he's like a peeping Tom. Superman's a peeping Tom, Like,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah, I mean,
couldn't he do that miles away? Just use his supervision and, just spy on her, just peep on her.
I mean,
his telescopic vision, and there you go. He did it in the comic books, It was kind of creepy, him flying around, spying on Lois. It's like, get over it. She's with Cyclops now. Just get over it.
Just played out where he's Clark Kent and he sees her within, and he sees the article of, and there's the rooftop scene where he talks, that's good enough.
And she's smoking, and it's like the whole Superman, the movie kind of,
Then
throw it in, another one again.